Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Book It Sports community and around the world. The greatest betting show on the internet is officially back, and it's the weekend.
Let's go.
Which is where we get fired up. We got Josh in the studio. We got another great episode of The Morning After for you guys. We're going to do a quick recap of yesterday. Then we got a couple topics we're going to talk about in the what in the world. Then we're getting to today's slate, where I already might have a nuclear whale piece.
Okay.
So everybody relax. Also, just keep in mind, I am going to have to call an Uber for somebody in the middle of this episode, so I apologize when that happens. I'm going to make Josh go full screen, and he's going to talk to you guys. But listen, here's what's going to happen first. Josh, I'm officially limiting myself to 5 curse words an episode.
Okay.
Watch back yesterday's episode, just foul mouth. You know, I don't need to curse like that.
Yeah.
So I get 5. If I go over 5, I have to eat a fish fillet.
Okay.
So that's the rule. That's the
Okay.
new rule when it comes to cussing. I'm tired of cursing. You know, I'm listening to it back yesterday, Josh, and I sound like an idiot. You know, I sound like an idiot. I'm cursing every other sentence. I'm F-wording them, F-wording that. It's enough of that.
Yeah.
So 5 curse words an episode.
We're growing up a little bit on this Friday.
Yeah, you know, also like, also, I feel as though eventually when we get bought by ESPN for the morning after, they're going to be like, hey, man, you can't curse. And I'll be like, you know what? We already have a 5 curse word minimum.
Yeah. So we're good.
Listen, Josh, here's the thing. We went 9-1 yesterday.
Unbelievable.
We went 9-1 yesterday. 9-1 yesterday. The greatest betting show on the internet. Let's run through it, Josh. Fairfield, Missouri State money line. Bang that.
Free.
Fairfield minus 8.5. Bang that. Southern Miss, our only loss. Hand up. That's on me. What a bot. Andre Corbello can literally blow me from the back. Oregon State plus 7.5 at home. Outright winner. Austin P. Bang that. It's already locked. The highest over on the college basketball board. They scored 99-97.
Yeah.
We had it at 161. They scored almost 200 points.
Yeah, that was
Bang that. Grambling money line. Bang that. Abilene Christian from Krabs. Bang that. I don't know what the Siena spread was, but I'm pretty sure Niagara covered.
No, they didn't.
They didn't cover.
no.
Wow.
But I didn't give that out as I mean, whatever. Whatever. We also Arizona
minus 8.5. Bang that. And by the way, the freest wager of all time. I don't know if anyone was aware, but the freest wager of all time was on the board yesterday. It literally does not get more free. I promise you, in the Hall of Fame of free wagers, it'll go down as the freest wager in all of sports betting. Pepperdine minus 9.5.
That was insane.
Pacific only had 9 points at the half. A D1 program didn't score double digits in a half of a basketball.
They had 2 points with 6 minutes left in the first half. 2 points.
Josh, they finished the first half with 9.
No, I know.
Do you think if the
I
Book
watched the
team
game.
played against Pepperdine, we could have scored double digits in the first half? Genuinely, do you think we could have scored 10 points in the first half? Keep in mind, we got Big Dave in the paint.
Yeah, we'd get lucky at that.
I think we would score at least 10.
You'd have to get lucky. You'd have to make some threes. That's what it is. Because getting the ball inside would not be easy.
Dude, I think we would score at least 10. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
even
think so.
kidding you. I think we'd score 10 points. Pacific, cancel the program. Cancel the goddamn program. Like, cancel the program. I don't know. Like, you can't score double digits in a half of college basketball?
Yeah, that's
Sir.
embarrassing.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. If I am a part of that athletics program, I'm leaving. If I play baseball for Pacific after watching that basketball, I'm leaving. I'm literally like, if I play women's volleyball, if I play men's soccer, women's soccer, I'm leaving.
Yeah, dude, that was
The next person that's like, oh, where do you go to school? It's like, oh, I played sports at Pacific. Miss, like, you suck at your sport. Even if they're good, you suck.
yeah,
because
just because they're basketball team.
that's all I'm gonna remember.
Yeah.
Your basketball team couldn't even score double digits in a half of basketball. Okay, in a half of basketball, couldn't even score double digits.
Dude, the live spread at half was 43.5.
I mean, that's fucking.
And I think they won by like 60. That's one.
That's one.
Count it.
That's one. Count it. That's one. Everybody relax. It's only one. I'm trying to go through this slate yesterday. I also want to see what else we had. We talked about Washington, but I said to not take that. We should have just taken that. We should have just taken that, Josh. Listen, guys. Is this not the greatest gambling show on the internet? Like, I'm confused.
No.
9-1 yesterday. A 5-0 clean sweep platter, Josh. I don't know if you laid your eyeballs on that one, but I had a 5-0 clean sweep platter yesterday too. And people were starting to bitch at the kid. That's 3. That's 3. I don't know if I can do 5. We might have to up it because 3 is crazy.
Yeah, I think you just said it twice.
I know that's 3. We're already at 3 curse words, and I put a limit at 5.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be in Moose.
everyone's saying over 5.5 is free.
Might have to upgrade it to Elephant. But you know what though? I don't even consider like that what I just said as a curse word.
Why?
I don't know. You're not gonna get me to say it,
Yeah.
but it's it's one of those things where like we say moose. I don't consider that next word to be a curse word. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Just in case anyone was wondering if they want to watch in front of their family, they want to put it on in front of their girlfriend. No more foul mouths from the morning after. I don't know how you never curse,
I do sometimes.
but it's very
No,
rare.
yeah, not.
It's like, oh, a Joshy curse. Ooh, I get a little excited.
I try to keep it together for the audience here.
I woke up this morning, Josh. Obviously, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Almost shook my butt in the mirror because I was like, dude, might throw some ass for how well we did yesterday.
That's insane.
Like sometimes when you wake up after you have like a great day, like I don't care what happens. Dude,
Yeah,
I
you're
could
good.
stub my toe and I'd be like, ooh, that was good. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything feels good. I had a coffee on the way here. I am vibrating from the caffeine as if I needed the energy like on top of that. I'm literally vibrating.
They said that's 4 because you said ass.
Dude,
Does that count?
that doesn't count.
All right,
That does not count.
we can maybe count that as a half.
That doesn't. They're allowed to say that one on like national television,
Okay.
so I'm not counting that.
Okay.
That one is not counted.
Goots also said, Mike, talk about Ed Cooley without cussing.
Challenge level impossible. I hate that guy with all my heart. I did want to talk about a couple games though. So I want to ask you if you actually watched that Arizona game.
I watched the first half.
That's all you needed to watch.
Yeah.
Because when I tell you this Arizona team, I saw a lot of clips last game they played where they ended up losing, where they basically were accusing Caleb Love and the center Balo. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't want to be a jerk.
I think that's right.
I think it's Balo, right?
I
Or Baloo.
I don't know
how to
I don't know
pronounce
how
it.
else you would say
I'm
it.
terrible at pronunciations. Basically accusing them of not liking each other because Caleb Williams went down, missed a layup, and the
Love,
kid was
yeah,
like, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, not sorry,
Yeah,
Caleb
yeah.
Love.
Not the goat.
Dude, this team is getting hot at the right time, and they're gonna do some damage in March. Like they can kill you from any way possible.
Yeah.
In GTA, literally in any way they want, they can dismantle your team. And obviously, I said it yesterday. Paul Pavilion is a Moose stadium. It didn't affect it at all.
No.
It looked like an Arizona home game.
Yeah.
Like those kids don't care. The stadium is Moose. It's a tiny little turd in the center of West Hollywood. It doesn't matter. Like the Pauley Pavilion means nothing.
It's kind of incredible that it's like that, though. You'd think, like, with how historic their basketball program is, like, they would be able to fill it up a little bit.
Dude, when I tell you, Josh, I'm not even kidding. I watched a number 2 ranked UCLA team there. Number 2. And the stadium wasn't even full. The student section wasn't even full. In a big game.
Yeah, dude. I used to go there every year with my family, like, stay on their campus. We go to basketball games. The only one that I ever saw that was, like, packed. And, like, we saw, like, good teams. Like, was Lonzo Ball's team.
Wow.
That was the only one where it was, like, packed. But
And dude, this Johnny team was number 2 in the country.
Yeah.
Like, just as good as the Lonzo
yeah,
team,
exactly.
if not better.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the
technically,
Lonzo, I literally think it was just because of that dude. I think it was just
Yeah,
Lonzo got everyone to go there.
you want to watch Lonzo.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he was unconscious at UCLA.
Yeah,
He was so cool
fun
too.
to watch. Yeah.
It was also like an LA kid, so it was cool
Yeah.
with stuff like that. But dude, I mean, this Arizona team, I was not high on them going into this, and I don't rate UCLA very high.
Mhm.
But dude, Arizona's good.
Yeah, they are good.
Like they are good, and it's the right time to be good.
Yeah, just they play so fast. And sometimes I feel, look, in the tournament, it might get them in trouble.
But
If they're
UCLA
missing
was trying to slow
shots-
them down. I don't know if you noticed that in the first half. UCLA
Yeah, they
was trying
in
to
the
slow the
beginning they
tape.
did. Yeah,
It was
for,
trying
like,
to slow
the
the
first
tempo.
4 minutes, 5 minutes. Yeah.
Eating the clock,
Yeah.
taking real slow sets. And it's one of those teams where you either have to commit to slowing the game down the entire time, because the minute UCLA sped up the pace, it got out of
Yeah, it's
control.
done, yeah.
And then it was like, oh, UCLA started doing 10-second shot clock like plays, 15-second shot clock plays, and then you're playing right in Arizona's hand.
Yeah.
The minute you speed up and match a team like that, it's over.
Done.
Because that's where they want you. They want you in that full court. We come down the court, bang a 3. We come down the court, I slash, find an alley-oop. Like that's all they want.
Yeah.
And if you give them that, it's over. So
Well,
they're
that's
gonna
how
have
they
to.
win, yeah.
They're gonna have to play a team like Purdue. I really do think the only team that can beat Arizona, because I don't think a lot of Power 1 team or Power 6 teams, or there's like literally 6 conferences in college basketball that are good. I don't see a lot of other really good Division I programs in the tournament being able to slow down Arizona for 2 halves. Is my only thing.
That's fair.
Because you have to commit to it.
Yeah.
Because the minute you speed up a little bit, and you notice it, the minute UCLA sped up, the run started and it was over.
Yeah.
It was over. We banged shots because that's how they like to play. They like to play in that free
Just
flow
quick, yeah,
transition.
exactly,
Just
yeah.
quick. And Caleb Love has been.
Yeah, he's good.
Dude.
I still hate him.
I know he should have just stayed home, man. Fucking Missouri kid leaves.
Dude, I got one. Dude, he's just the worst. Like, he just blue balled us twice. That was the worst. 3 times, kind of.
Blue balled Michigan, too. Literally committed there.
Well, dude, once he decommitted from Michigan, I'm like, oh my God.
Mizzou.
Right
he
there.
probably looked at that roster, though, and he was like,
no, yeah. I mean,
like, do you blame him now?
definally a good call.
Yeah,
on his
he would have
part.
been in
Yeah.
the tournament,
No,
dude.
he was not changing this
He
team.
probably looked at Nick Honor and was like, this is the kid?
Well, he'd be starting over
You wanna
Nick
play with
Honor,
this kid?
hopefully.
I don't know. I think they would have moved him to the 2.
Nah, he'd be playing the 1. I think Sean East
You think they would've
would
went
start
him and
over
Sean East?
Nick Honor.
That
Yeah.
team would have been moose either way. Dude.
No, for sure. Dude. Our big men, like, not they're literally aliens.
That one kid you hate.
I hate all of them.
But
Literally
the one
all
kid,
of
though,
them.
you were complaining one game. He just like comes in and does
Oh,
nothing.
Butler, yeah,
Yeah,
dude, he's a freshman. He's fucking ass. He comes another one, sorry, but he
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
out there and literally just stands in the corner, tries to cut for a basket or for like slash of the basket. Ball goes straight through his hands and out of bounds, or he bobbles it and it goes straight to the
Yeah,
other team.
that
That's literally what happens every single time he steps on the court.
That was it. I
And
remember.
he starts.
I remember
He
watching-
starts. He literally the other day was 12 minutes into the game. He had 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 3 personal fouls.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that was like
Yeah.
my stat line at the end of freshman year basketball.
Dude, I would put up better stats than that. Like, I would at least not have 3 fouls.
You want to hear the funniest story of my basketball career?
Yeah.
So I was 4'8" freshman year of high school. Not tall. I think I'm 5'9" now, maybe on a good day. Maybe with these Air Force Ones, close to 5'10", but probably like 5'8". I was 4'8" in high school, but I was I'm not gonna say really good at basketball, but to be that height and to make the freshman high school team, like you had to be good,
Yeah.
right? Because I had nothing going for me.
Yeah.
I wasn't tall. I was a really good ball handler. I was okay at defense, and I was a phenomenal passer. I was just like a point guard. I couldn't score for shit. Oh, another one.
4.
Dude, we're at 4 and we're
You only have 2
30
more.
minutes to go.
You only have 2 more.
But I was the unideal basketball build. So trying out freshman basketball. I played basketball my whole life, travel, AAU, the whole 9. End up getting the last day of tryouts. I was like, dude, I'm playing well. I hit a couple threes, so I feel like I might have fooled them. But I was really good at ball handling. That was like my real strength. Like, you couldn't get the ball off me. Like in full court press, I could break it every time. Like that was the only thing I was really good at was ball handling. Pause. Everyone relax in the comments. But end up getting to the last day of practice. Obviously the varsity coach, JV coaches, and freshman coach all watch the tryouts because you're, lack of a better word, you're grooming to play on varsity. The kids you put on freshman, you hope make JV and then make varsity. So they put the piece of paper up on the thing. I go up to it. I'm the last name on the list, but I made it. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go. Like all my boys were like, fuck yeah, let's go. That's 5. Oh my God, we're at 5. This is going to be so bad, dude. This is going to be so bad. We're at 5. I'm really going to commit to not cursing. Oh no, we're at 4
No, we're
because we didn't count the A one.
Yeah, but that was for 4.
Yeah, so that was for 4. I thought we were at
No,
5.
we are at 5. The A was to go to 4.
Oh, so now we just hit 4.
No,
and then we hit 5.
No, we just hit 5.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's good.
Yeah.
The varsity coach comes up to me and he was like, Mike, can I talk to you for a second? And I walk over. I'm like all hype. He goes, hey man, I keep in mind, I'm like, how old are you going into freshman year of high school? 15, 14, 14 years old?
Yeah, 14.
14 years old, 4'8", just made the basketball team. The highest I've ever been. Just want you to know you were the last name on that list. Okay. Like, I don't really know what that means. He's like, I just really want you to know you were the last name that we put on that list. So did I make the team? He's like, no, you're on the team. But I just want you to know you were the last name on that list for a reason, so you better prove me right. Because we were debating between a couple kids, and you were the last name that I put on that list. It's like, okay. He was like, I just really put my neck on the line to get you on that list because nobody wanted you on that list. I was like, I don't have to be on the team. So I literally said that to him because I was like, I've always been like a funny kid or whatever. And I was just like, I don't have to be on the team if you don't want me on the team. He's like, no, I just want you to know mentality. You're the last name on that list. I was like, okay. But then I also have a horrible, horrible attitude. So I immediately left that and I was like, dude, that guy can suck me. Last name on the list. Like, I'm not even going to try anymore. Like, you should have just cut me. Like, that was the dumbest thing to do. I was the highest I've ever been. You just cut my knees out from under me. So whatever, season starts. I barely get any burn. I'm like 4'8". Anytime I came in, they would immediately run high screens. I'd have to switch on the center, just blown out. So barely played my freshman year. Last home game of the year, my coach was like, yo, you're playing the whole game. So I was like the charity case at the end of the year.
Yeah.
But I was like a hype guy. I was like the bench guy. Every time we scored, I get up. Like, oh, I was like classic glue guy. Just like a good time guy. The coach was like, yo, you're playing the whole game. So stay out of foul trouble. Because I was like feisty, so I'd always get in like foul trouble because I'd be like trying to like cookie and I'd like slap the wrist, whatever. He was like, you're playing the whole game. So just stay out of foul trouble. Just have fun out there. I was literally like the charity case. I got the other day. He was like, Mike. I was like, oh. And he was like, you're playing. I started. He was like, you're playing the whole game. It's like, all right. Fouled out in the second quarter. I had 4 fouls starting the second quarter. We start the second quarter, come down, I dish rock, whatever. We're halfway through the second quarter. He calls a timeout. I get my 4th foul, like right before we call the timeout. I like fouled the kid, timeout. We get in there. He was like, Mike. It was literally like, I don't know if you've heard the Mario Balotelli, Jose Mourinho story, but he like sits down. And he goes,
Yeah,
we were winning by like 20. The team was horrible. I had like, I think 2 assists, maybe a layup. And he sits and he calls a timeout. And like, obviously I'm like, boys, everyone on the team. Like I'm the glue guy, whatever. He goes, Mike, listen, we don't need this timeout. I just need you to know you have literally 1 foul left. Do not foul. Like, do not foul out of this game because everyone wants to play the whole game. Do not foul out of this game. Just don't foul. That was the whole purpose of the timeout was just don't foul. I was like, I'm not going to foul. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm going to relax and take it. He was like, I wouldn't even cared if you played defense with your arms behind your back for the rest of the game. I just like, we want you to play. Because he was like, we want to see like, you know, I'll get some tape for next year for the tryout, or else you're literally going to try out with like no tape. I was like, all right, I got you. I'm good. Like, I'm not going to foul. Whatever. Just relax. He's like, all right, that's it. I got nothing else. That's literally the purpose of the timeout. Game starts. Team inbounds the ball. Point guard gets the ball. I'm at the top of the key. Kid dribbles to the left. I try to cookie. Immediately foul out of the game. I mean, literally the next play, I fouled out of the game. And as I walked to the bench, the coach wouldn't even look at me. And he just goes, go to the end. And I was like, ah. It's like all my teammates are high-fiving as I go down the court. Literally had to sit out the whole rest of the game. I was supposed to play the whole game. Had to sit out the whole rest of the game because I fouled out. This is literally like the comedy. But then so next year comes. And it's like, all right, now you're trying out. It's like JV, whatever. The way we did it was everyone that made the team before had like a little bit of priority. So you had like it wasn't like a private trial, but it was like a private practice, whatever. You see everyone was doing. At the end of the practice, the varsity coach comes up to me because I was like, you know, I worked a little bit in the off season, whatever, but I was really getting into soccer. So I started playing club soccer. So I didn't play AAU basketball, and I ended up playing lacrosse in the winter. So I didn't have time for basketball. And also he kind of just totally ruined my love for the game a little bit by being like, you're the last name on the list. It's like, it's not Michael Jordan here.
Mikey basketball,
but he was,
Johnny football.
But dude, so he goes, so the coach comes up to me, he's like, hey man, just like I grew a little bit. I was probably like 5'1", 5'2" now at this point. Still not big enough to be a basketball player. Sorry, this is a long story, but it's kind of funny. The varsity coach comes up to me. He goes, hey man, just wanted to say, like, definitely made some improvements over the summer. Really looking forward to seeing you at the tryout. And when he said that, I don't know what it was. I had no intention of doing this in the moment. I don't know what it was. Still to this day, I have no idea. My dad and I talked about it when I got home. No idea why I did it. He's like, really looking for the tryouts. And I was like, I'm not going to be there. I'm actually quitting. And he was like, what do you mean? Why'd you even show up? And I was like, I have no idea, but I'm not playing for you. I don't want to play. And he was just like, are you kidding? And I was like, nope. He's like, so you wasted a spot last year to then quit this year. And I was like, yep. And then I walked out of the gym. This was the last time I ever saw him. He got like fired the next year. It was like crazy. But I was like, dude, that was the end of my basketball career.
You let the best player walk. That's why.
Dude, yeah. I mean, we could have won state championships if you keep this guy on the floor.
Would
like,
have had a dynasty.
Who knows? But yeah, that's my basketball story.
That's awesome.
It's just classic. But then I was like all into soccer and it was fine. So whatever. Josh, let's get to what in the world. And then we'll get to the bets. For those that are just joining, for those that might be new to the show, What in the World is our segment where Josh peruses the headlines in the news and he throws a couple of headlines and we just chat about them. Run the graphic.
Be back.
Josh, what in the world happened last night?
We got to talk about Anthony Edwards' block.
Holy, I almost said it. Holy jeez.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the whole last minute of that game, But first of all, he rolled his ankle pretty bad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Came out of the game, came back in the game. I have never seen someone with bounce to the extent where you block and your elbow hits the backboard.
And his head, his
Hit-
shoulder.
His head hit the rim, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The amount of bounce you got to have. He might be the most freak athletic specimen we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, dude.
He jumped and hit his forearm on the backboard. Do you know how high that the rim is 10 feet?
Yeah.
He hit his forearm on the backboard. Like he literally pinned it at the top of the box and hit the backboard so hard that his body flipped. Do we have the clip to show?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now. Let's show her.
36 points for Edwards. Pull up from deep. Cash!
Disgusting.
I mean, there's some obvious travel by Miles. Pull up. Yes, sir! He's unstoppable.
I mean, that is just foul.
Yeah.
Oh, he is special, ladies and gentlemen.
Point game. There comes the double. Edwards again. Gets inside, and Edwards hits 43. They call him.
Edwards can't hit the second. Pacers have a chance. Up ahead, Neesmith. Rise! Edwards getting up!
I mean,
Dude, you gotta be literally kidding me. Like, you gotta be kidding me.
oh my god. Dude, his shoulder hit the back.
That's what I'm saying.
His shoulder.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's how high up he was. I don't think people understand how much bounce you gotta do to have that.
I mean, I wonder how tall do you think he is? Like 6'6"?
I'm gonna say 6'6", maybe 6'5". He's literally Michael Jordan reincarnated. Like, they're the
Yeah,
same
like-
body build. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see his height. Because I'm curious, see like how. Oh, so he's 6'4".
That is despicable.
So his shoulder is probably what? Like
Dude, that is literally despicable.
he literally had to probably jump like 4.5 feet.
Dude, that is despicable.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be kidding me, dude.
Actually absurd.
You literally have to be kidding me. Like,
That was like
is-
50-inch vert.
dude,
right
that's
there.
foul.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, 6'4" hitting your shoulder on the backboard. Do you think? Like, why is he not in the dunk contest? This is
Yeah, dude, I
this is
don't
my
know.
point about All-Star Weekend. Why is he not in the dunk contest?
I literally have no idea.
This guy hit his shoulder on the goddamn backboard, and he's not in the dunk contest.
Dude, they need to bring back all those guys with like mega bounce. Like, dude, I want to see.
Mega bounce.
I want to see Zach LaVine back in it. I hate the dude, but like,
You
he's
can't
so
hate him just because
sick.
you're a Bulls fan. He's done great work for the Bulls.
No, he stinks. But I would like. He's so fun to watch in the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon too.
he
He was
fun.
awesome. That was one of the. That was like the last good dunk contest. I think was those two going head to head.
Dude. That dunk contest is going to go down as the best of all time.
It might honestly.
That and the one the year before.
The between the legs from the free throw line.
Nuts.
That was
Nuts.
absurd.
Nuts. You sent me probably the funniest video I've seen in a while this morning. I don't know if we want to play the clip or if you want to talk about it, but I'm calling the Uber right now. I just want to make sure she
I'll
gets
play the
in.
clip right now.
But yeah, okay.
I'll pull her up. So R.I.P. Lincoln Riley. Our condolences.
Our condolences to Lincoln.
Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right.
Okay, we'll stop it
Yeah,
there.
we'll stop it there. I mean, here's the thing. First of all, not funny to joke about
No,
the
no,
actual thing that
No.
happened, like the girl that passed away from getting
No.
murdered.
Clearly, that's not funny.
But why are we wheeling this guy out here for press conferences anymore? I have seen more videos of him talking about ice cream and Sundays than I have him actually speaking English.
Oh, so
and
funny.
now one of the greatest offensive coaches of all time is dead. That's what we wake up to. The dude has no idea what's going on. Not to get political.
No,
Not
no,
to get
no,
political.
no.
But he's got no idea what's going on.
It has nothing to do with what he stands for, but
Nothing.
he is brain dead. But it is so funny, dude. The amount of videos that I woke up to, just like sad music playing, and it's like Lincoln Riley on the sideline, dude. It was so good. It was so good.
Dude, if you go into the comments of that post, it's hysterical.
Oh, I'm
People
sure.
are like, no, not Lincoln. No.
Oh
Dude, but actually, though, like, can we just as a country come together and be like, Trump shouldn't get it, and this guy should be put in a home?
that
Like, not to get political on the morning after, but the dude, she yelled the name, and he goes, Lincoln Riley. Young woman that bad, like, dude, that is a head coach in college football.
honestly, maybe he knows ball though. Maybe it's impressive. Maybe he actually just knows ball.
Maybe he's predicting the future. Lincoln Riley gets fired. And then
I doubt that.
And then it turns out the president of the school he's at is an illegal immigrant. And now it all comes together.
No, it
full
makes sense.
circle.
Yeah, everyone's
that
saying
is
two
just-
80-year-olds. I agree. Let's just get these old,
just get 'em
these
out.
old dudes
Just
out of
get
here.
them out.
Give me like a 40-year-old.
Get me in there.
Yeah,
Let's
get Mike
shake
in there.
things
Yeah.
up. Get me in there. Let's shake things up. They'll be like, all right, presidential address. I'll be like, good morning, United States of America. You want a lock to pay for your rent?
Got 9-1 yesterday.
We went 9-1 as a country yesterday. We beat Russia. We beat North Korea.
All right, let's get off this.
No, but that's yeah. Get me off this before I go on a tangent.
Let's go to Jason Tatum. Let's talk about him losing the MVP race yesterday.
Dude.
He was out of it, I guess.
I'll keep it short.
according to who was it? Woj
Brian Windhorst,
Winners.
who
Same thing.
Jason Williams called fat. Which is the funniest thing. I don't know if you saw that. Brian Windhorst said like Allen Iverson's inefficiency wouldn't play in today's NBA, and then Jason Williams like someone that looks like that should be talking about Allen Iverson, which is not wrong.
No.
Allen Iverson would still be an MVP in today's day and age. He might eat on this defense, dude. It's like Brian Windhorst. What,
He
what
would
are we
be
talking about?
unstoppable.
What are we talking about? Jason Tatum, you should have never been the MVP. You don't show up in a big game. You don't move the needle. You don't average more than 30 points a game. You're not impressive this year. Why was it even a conversation that he should be an MVP? Just because the Celtics are good?
Yeah, probably.
By the way, on that roster, you got Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford. Like, is that a joke?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't think that they're ever going to get over the hump with them, to be honest. I
No,
think that there needs to be another one on that team because I don't think Tatum's the guy. I mean, I think Tatum is obviously very good, but I don't think that he can be the number one option on an NBA championship caliber team.
Dude, he should have never been the MVP. And they were like, it's been, and Brian Windhorst tweet, it was,
Dude,
it's
this
been a
is
really
great
long
point.
day.
This is a great point.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Celtics are the Bills of the NFL.
Yeah, but Josh Allen, I think, is better than Jason Tatum.
Dude, but they're
No,
two
they are. They're
teams
never
that,
gonna
like,
get
we're
over the
like
hump.
they're like so
That's
good and they
literally-
should be good.
Yeah, no.
All the help you need, just can't get it done. Second or third round exit, Drew Holiday will shoot them out of the playoffs. That's interesting.
I don't know. I
take.
feel like Drew Holiday
feel like
steps up
he
in the
could be their
playoffs.
difference
Yeah,
maker in the
Drew Holiday's
playoffs,
going to
yeah.
reason why they win a first round, like
Yeah, I
why they
kinda
win
agree.
the first round.
Dude, role players in the playoffs are the reason why teams win championships. That's a fact.
100%, dude. Gabe Vincent, Caleb,
Max
Cody
Strus,
Martin,
yeah.
Caleb Martin, Max Strus for the Heat. Like, they're the only reason they made that finals.
Even the Nuggets, dude, like their role players stepped up and played well when they needed to.
yeah, dude, 100%, dude. Like, what? It's not even a question. Aaron Gordon, not that he's a role player, but dude played lights out in the finals.
Yeah, even MPJ for a couple games, KCP for a couple games.
KCP,
they're
for a
kind of
couple
just taking
games was
they're kind of just
lights
taking
out.
turns going off.
All right, should we get to some bets?
Let's do it.
Let's get to some bets. We got a short slate today, guys. I do have POD. I'm sorry I'm distracted. I'm trying to get this Uber situation figured out. This is just completely rat blank worded. But I'm trying to get it figured out. I'm so sorry. I'm a little distracted.
I can start us off with this first game. Missouri State and Indiana State. I think that we might have to go back to the boys.
Dear Josh.
of
Give me a
Missouri
rundown
State.
on this. Give me a rundown on this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like their defense played lights out yesterday. I feel like if they play the same way today, they are covering 11 points no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, again, they did play a moose team yesterday. And Indiana State's the 1 seed in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still like Mo State, dude. They showed, and they're hot. Like we were just talking about this yesterday. Like when you start winning games at the right time, momentum shifts.
No, we're taking Missouri
And
State.
you think
plus
you can beat
11.5.
anybody.
No, we're taking Missouri State plus 11.5.
I think we have to.
And Alston Mason is covering his line again. I don't know what it's at, but Alston Mason is covering his line, and Missouri State's covering 11.
What do you think about the over in this game.
I love that over.
I feel like it makes no sense. It was what 95 points in the game yesterday, and it's at 150.
No, I love that over too.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Dude, you're not going to see Missouri State shoot that bad again. And I think
No.
you're seeing that line because they shot that bad. 11.5, dude, I'll take 11.5 from Missouri State.
Yeah, they
100%.
shot like shit and won by 25.
And by the way, the best player on Indiana State is that big man. And
Yeah.
Missouri State has this rotation of 2 centers that are incredible.
What's that kid's nickname?
I forget.
It's such a good nickname.
Such a good nickname, though.
Chat, let us know what his nickname is.
It's such a good nickname. We're taking William and Mary minus 4.5.
Dude, it's at 6.5 on here.
What?
Yeah.
We're taking William and Mary minus 6.5.
Okay.
This is my little wagon all year. Been betting on them slyly. They love to cover a spread. And NCAA is horrible. And this William and Mary team is going to explode on them in GTA.
We got his name. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, that's just incredible. And Cream is CREAM.
yeah,
I assume.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
William and Mary minus 6.5.
I like William Mary, honestly. I think NCAA is moose.
It's William and Mary minus 6.5. NCAA is moose. Moving down the board. Why would we not take Hampton plus 3.5? Elon is moose.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Elon is moose. Elon shouldn't be favored against anyone. I don't care if it's Hampton. It should be a pick 'em. But we're not taking it. We're staying away from that game, Josh.
Okay.
We're going to be grown-ups.
Do you know who I
We're not
love?
taking them.
Do you know who I love? The Citadel.
What are you talking about?
We're going back to the armed forces.
Dude, what are you talking about?
This isn't even a real armed forces.
No
school.
way
It's
you're
kinda-
taking
it's like
the
a,
Citadel, dude.
dude. I like the Citadel. I watched Mercer play a couple times this year.
Are you actually
They-
taking the Citadel?
They are trash.
Are you actually taking the Citadel? Yeah. Josh.
Yeah.
No, dude.
And it might just be the money
Mercer.
word.
Leave the point at the
It
door.
might be.
Josh is leaving the
I'm
points.
gonna take
at
the points,
Citadel.
but they might win outright.
It's Akron minus 8.5 POD.
Akron.
It's
The
Akron
boys?
minus 8.5 POD.
Western Michigan is so bad.
Western Michigan is horrendous,
Yeah.
and Freeman is going to have his way with
Yeah.
this Western Michigan team. We bet on Akron a bunch this year. I don't know if anyone has remembered. Since the show has started, we bet on them like 4 or 5 times.
Mhm.
This Akron team is good. This Akron team can win a first round. Not a first round. This Akron team can win on the road. This Akron team will beat the wheels off of Western Michigan. POD.
agree.
Akron minus 8.5. That's POD. Anyone
go.
waiting for it? Dayton minus 8.5. It's win your conference time. I think they still have a chance with 2 games left, right? 2 games, 3 games left?
Dayton?
Or is this the last game?
I think this might be the
This
last
might be
game.
the last game.
I think the last games are tomorrow.
Make a statement going into the tournament. This is where you win one by a lot. They win by, I think, 12 to 15. So before we walk on here, is Dayton minus 7.5. It already moved to 8.5. So I think they cover with ease.
I like
With
that.
ease. Dayton minus 8.5 is another great play that I like today. I was looking at some other ones. Do you want to lose your cheeks with Drake minus 13.5? No, you don't. You don't want to lose your cheeks with Drake minus 8.5. Ohio being favored on the road going into Miami, Ohio is a weird one. I'm not touching it. No, thank you. Do we fade VMI, Josh?
I think so. This is the system. You just fade VMI in the first half, but not the spread. You just take the other team's team total over. So we'll take ETSU's first half team total over.
Wow. Do we even have a number on that?
I can check. I'm sure there's a number on it.
If that hits, Josh, you're goaded.
That's just the system.
You're literally goaded. Gardner Webb minus 6.5 might be a nuclear whale piece. Just putting it on your radar. I got to do a little bit more research into that one. Might be a nuclear whale piece.
The number is 39.5.
And Josh, guess what? I got another POD for you. I got 3 PODs for you today. First one. Okay. First one, we already went through it. Akron minus 8.5. Next one, we're riding the hot Pepperdine.
Okay.
We're riding Pepperdine again, money line against San Diego. This Pepperdine team just dropped 102 points. I know everyone's going to sit in there going, oh, regression, regret. No, once you get hot in March, all you got to feel is the rhythm and the rhyme. It's bobsled time for Pepperdine. San Diego, Moose. Pacific, Moose. Pepperdine beats the wheels off of San Diego in GTA. Next one, Tulane minus 3.5. This Tulane team is good. This Tulane team has only lost to good teams. Wichita State is a bunch of bots that have sold my soul so many times. So it is, in fact, Tulane minus 3.5 against Wichita State.
Staying in that game, it's already locked.
That's our highest over?
155.5.
Wow, I love that.
Wichita, Tulane.
I literally love that. I literally love that.
Yeah. That's Megan. Dude, the one yesterday was insane.
Kent State, Toledo, Josh. I just want you to look at that and tell me what your brain says.
Kent State, Toledo.
Yeah. Just look at it. I don't want you to do anything weird. Just look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I mean, my brain tells me Toledo. That's it.
I don't like that at all.
You don't?
Why did your brain tell you Toledo?
For no reason. Literally just looking at it. You tell me just to look at it.
And it says Toledo minus 7.5.
That's all I
Okay,
see.
I don't hate it.
It says 8 on here. But also, I mean, Toledo's the one seed in the MAC right now. I assume they were like a week ago, so I would assume that they still are. And Kent State, from what I remember watching them play earlier this year, is moose shit. And it's March.
Toledo minus 7.5.
Win your conference
Yeah,
time.
no, Toledo minus 7.5. I'm in. Toledo minus 7.5. It's San Diego State minus 7.5. Lick back time. Boise State is not good. San Diego State at home will beat the brakes off Boise State in GTA. Give me San Diego State minus 7.5 as we close the season out, trying to get hot going into March. San Diego State is a team that gets hot in March. It's what they do. They bust brackets. And what are they going to do tonight? They're going to put their foot on the pedal that is labeled gas, and they're going to beat Boise State very badly tonight. You take San Diego State minus 7.5 for a lick back spot. Josh, plan B, LMU Portland. What are we doing, man?
We're going to LMU minus 6.5.
Wow.
I
And you take
kinda
LMU minus 6.5 to end your night off.
I kind of like the Marymount boys.
You like the Marymount boys?
I do.
I don't mind them, to be honest with you, because Portland is another team. Moose.
Yeah, they're so bad.
Not that LMU is good, but Moose Portland.
No, yeah.
Moose
Portland's
Portland.
moose.
I did want to ask you about South Dakota Oral Roberts. I feel like these 4.5 point spreads in these conference tournaments. Why don't we just take the plus 4.5s?
Let me find that game real quick. Yeah, dude. I don't know. And orals.
Although oral on a Friday goes crazy.
Maybe we stay off that game just because of that.
Oral on a Friday,
Yeah.
or maybe we get on that game because of that.
True. That is
Imagine if
true.
we hit oral on a Friday and then and then
And then
God,
double down.
and then God, oral on a Friday. Imagine we went oral on Friday, oral on Friday.
That would be a little double down on oral on Friday.
Hold on,
Fat
guys.
girl
Let me
said I
just-
already
let me just
pre-ordered a
text this
Caleb
real quick.
Williams jersey. I have 3 Bears jerseys, Fat Girls, and whenever I buy one, they just leave the team. Got a Mitch Trubisky jersey, gone. Khalil Mack jersey, gone. Justin Fields jersey last year, gone.
Can you tell them what we were talking about with the Bears just while I get this figured out, and then we'll be good to go? Okay, never mind. She's in the Uber.
strength
We're
of
good to
schedule.
go.
The strength of
Yeah,
schedule
yeah,
thing.
we're good to go. We're good to go. She's in the Uber.
Let's go.
Sorry, guys. So distracted. Just needed to get her in the Uber. Now the girlfriend's calling me. Hold on. I'm still live. Matt in Uber. We'll call after. I'm so sorry, guys. We got a birthday coming up this weekend. Trying to get everything figured out. Friends from out of town coming into town. Let's go through the slate one more time with 5 minutes.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really stressed out right now. I got a lot of anxiety. This weekend is just becoming stressful. Listen, let's go through the slate one more time with 5 minutes left. I'm locked in with you guys. Missouri State, we ride our wagon again, plus 11.5. It's too many points. Is Indiana State going to win? Yes. Is Indiana State probably going to win that conference tournament? Yes, they are going to win that conference tournament. But we're taking Mason and our boys with 11.5 points because guess what? No rest.
Yeah.
We go again. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but these kids grew up playing AAU basketball every day of the week, every weekend, 5 games in a day. This is where ballers ball.
Yeah.
When you have to play back-to-back games. And I wouldn't be shocked if Missouri State is up at half. Give me 11.5 points and Mason on PrizePicks to go more than his points. William and Mary minus 6.5. It was 4.5, just moved 2 more points. William Mary is going to beat the brakes off of NCANT in GTA. So ride with me and William and Mary, and let's get one the hard way. Longwood. Is my wood long? No. Are we touching that game? No. I just wanted to bring it up. Somebody tweeted Winthrop, gif at me, so maybe we take Winthrop. You do whatever you want in that game. I don't know if I'm going to touch it. Josh said we go to the Citadel, leave the points at the door, you take plus chicken.
No, take the points. Take the
Oh.
points. Take the points. Take the points.
That is
I
not
said
what
it
you
might,
said.
No, I said you might be able to leave the points at the door.
Akron at minus 8.5. POD. Western Michigan is about to get their face melted off in GTA with the way this Akron team plays. Freeman will, in fact, drop 25 plus points. I guarantee you. Dayton minus 8.5. End your season strong, pedal to the metal, blow out a VCU team, and assert your dominance going into March. We move, we groove, we move, we groove. Oral on a Friday is great. Will we be touching Oral on a Friday? No. South Dakota might get freaky and cover that spread. Josh said the gut told him Toledo -7.5, and I'm down for it. The last two PODs, you go Pepperdine money line against San Diego, just dropped 100-2. I don't see a sign of a regression. Pacific is bad. San Diego is also bad. Give me Pepperdine to stay hot. Tulane money line against Wichita State. This Tulane team is very good. This Tulane team has beat very good teams. This Tulane team has lost to very good teams. I think they get one over on Wichita State today at home. Take the Green Wave at home. End the season right. Final lick back, San Diego State -7.5 at home against Boise State. This is just a personal bet for me, okay? They made it personal. I'm not saying you have to take this. I would actually suggest you not even ride this with me, but I have to do it for personal reasons, okay? Because I need to get my lick back.
Also,
Yes.
don't you dare forget about ETSU first half
Right.
team total over.
Do we have the number?
Yeah, it's 39.5.
Oh, 39. Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Their team, there's not like a real number on this website. There will be on like Yearbook, wherever you take it. It just says their team total for the game is 82.5. So I just take a couple off. Like
39.5.
Yeah.
ETSU first half. team
38.5,
total over.
39.5, somewhere around there.
Nuke it.
It won't be more than 40.
Plan B, Josh at LMU -6.5. We're all in on that. The it's already locked. Highest over is the Tulane game. You know what to do. Josh, do you have anything else that you want to add? We got a couple more minutes. So I just wanted to rerun through that, guys. I'm sorry I was distracted today. I'm just trying to get all this stuff figured out, and then we're good to go.
Do you want to know what's hitting on the PGA? Anyone want to live bet?
I would
PGA?
love that.
Scotty gets his first win of the year. Mr. Scheffler.
Wow.
He gets his first win of the year. He's plus 650 right now live. I wouldn't hate Hideki Matsuyama top 5 bet as well. He's been playing out of his mind. We got Goots in
Did
here
you
too.
just
He might wanna-
deliver?
Yeah, for sure. Those are both smacking.
Did you just deliver
Those
a
are both
PGA lock a Cheen?
Yeah, Hideki plus 230 top 5. Scotty Scheffler plus 650 winner.
Wow. What do you think about Karl Anthony Towns' knee getting blown out? And now we got the Timberwolves at a +1.5 going into Cleveland.
That is very interesting.
I'll tell you what you do. You take the plus Chicken Knicks. You take the Cavs as a favorite at home. You then run over. You take the Wizards to win their first game in a decade at home against the Hornets. And that's your NBA slate. And you take Milwaukee money line. I'm not even kidding you. Those 4 are hitting.
Yeah, that's
do what
actually
you want
a-
with that.
That's
I'm
actually-
literally not even kidding you. Those 4 are hitting. Like I just hand fed you an NBA card that is going 4-0. Hand fed you an NBA card that's going 4-0. Oh, you want me to jump to the NHL? Guess what? The Devils are back. Just kidding. We still suck. 4-1 doesn't move my needle. We're not making the playoffs. Burn the whole organization to the ground in GTA. I'm over it. But I'll tell you what's hitting in the NHL today. You know what's hitting in the NHL today, Josh? You take the plus Chicken Kraken at home. You take the Coyotes at plus Chicken at home. And then you take that Wild Avalanche over. That is literally going 3-0. In terms of the professional sports, because we're going into the weekend, we'll see here again on Monday. I just gave you a 7-0 card of professional sports
Yeah, that's
and a
free
college
cheese.
card that's literally not missing.
And a plus 650 and plus 250 golf winner. That's literally, you could be Jeffrey by the end of this weekend.
Where else can you get
By
this?
tomorrow morning. Actually, no, the golf bets take till Sunday.
Yeah,
but
but
these
by the
could
end of
be
the
tomorrow
weekend.
morning.
By the end of the weekend.
Yeah,
By the
yeah.
end of the weekend, you could be Jeff. And there's nowhere else you can get this.
No.
Other than the morning after the best gambling show on the internet, 9-1 yesterday. We're not going to talk
Absolutely.
about what happened the day.
People want to hear the NBA bets one more time. Just run through them real fast.
All right,
real quick.
the NBA bets. Knicks at plus Chicken. The Cavs is a favorite at home. The Wizards money line at home to win their first game in a decade at home, and the Bucks money line on the road going into LA. That's Florida.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Listen, we end every show with a little inspiration, a little motivation. We're going to get you out of here. You stay right here. We got BTL coming up right next. Those are the Sharps. They're going to go through literally every game on the slate. They're going to give you PP squares that are going to hit. They're going to give you their 5 plays each that, by the way, have been on fire. I think it's the week of the dog. So they've been solely hitting plus Chicken. Javon hit yesterday with Texas State, fading our Southern Miss. I won't take it personal, but I know it's personal with him.
Yeah.
Every time he fades one of us, it's personal.
Yeah, I heard him right here on
Um,
TMA. That sounds like moose shit.
Yeah, I knew he did. I know he said something like that. I just know it. It's always personal. Listen, a little inspiration, a little motivation for you on a Friday. You made it to the weekend. Round of applause for you. Okay. Get all the weight off the back, all the weight off the shoulders. Go celebrate for 3 days. All right. Go drink your face off. Go hang out with your loved ones. Go tell somebody you love them. Don't give time to the people that are taking energy from you. Just go have fun on the weekend, man. All right. Tap in with the kid. I'm going to try to pay for the drinks all weekend. Providence is beating UConn outright at home on senior night. And you heard it here first. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night from the morning after. We'll see you here on Monday and every day next week during the weekdays, 11:45 a.m. Eastern. You stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. And guess what? I heard we got a surprise guest host of the Surgical Stream today. So after BTL, you can even stay on the same stream because we got a surprise host of the Surge Stream today. All right. I love all of you as always. Stay right here. Tell the BTL boys we said what's up, and let's go have a weekend. We'll see you on Monday.